All right, hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm going to see what your message is today, okay, what Spirit wants you to know. All right. Thank you all for being here. I am very grateful for every single one of you, and definitely shout out to my subscribers and my members. Thank you all for your support. And if you haven't become a member yet, I'm actually putting another members only video out, and I am going to be reaching out to all my members as well. But feel free to message me, email me, whatever works best for the members about whatever types of readings you are interested in. Okay. I am more than happy to accommodate whatever types of readings you are interested in, whatever helps you at the moment. Okay. So whatever, like I said, works best for you. All right. But most of the time, I just let Spirit kind of dictate what the message will be about. All right. So we are going to start with the Truth Oracle today and, go from there. All right. Holy Spirit, Holy Angels, Archangel Michael, what message do you have for the collective today? Let's see. Okay. All right. So somebody here is independent. Okay. They feel free. They might be a leader. They also might be just taking the initiative, okay, to become more free and, to be in this independent energy, okay? Kind of feels like the Nine of Pentacles energy to me. What else do we have? Okay. All right. And then we have torment. So we have anxiety, bondage, depression, and troubled. Okay. What else? Anything else, Spirit? Maybe somebody's sense of independence is creating anxiety or torment for someone else. All right. And then we have single. So isolation, independent, and alone. Okay. On the bottom of the deck, we've got message, communication, records, call records, instant messaging. Okay. So someone might be reaching out at some point here. All right. So let's get into tarot. We'll see what this is all about here. I feel I'm kind of going back and forth. I'm feeling both ways with these oracle cards, that it's possible that someone is feeling troubled and feeling anxious because someone else wants to be independent and single. Okay. But then I also feel that there is a possibility that there is someone out here who is being almost forced to be in this independent and single energy, and that is causing anxiety. Okay, so it could be both ways actually, but let's see. All right, Holy Spirit, Holy Angels, Archangel Michael, who is in this independent energy right now? Who is this in this independent energy? What can you tell us? Who's in this independent energy? Let's see. All right, well, we've got the Lovers here. Could be a Gemini, but yeah, we'll see. Okay. It's someone who maybe has been either, that you've been manifesting. It could be someone that has been manifesting you. Okay. Also could be a Gemini or Virgo right now. Okay. So I feel like, it's pretty heavy Gemini right now. We have the Queen of Wands. Okay. So this person, male or female, does not matter the gender, as I always say. This person could be very good looking, charming, charismatic. Okay. Someone who's very passionate, not just about intimacy and that kind of thing, but passionate about all areas of life. This person knows their value, knows their worth. Okay. These are, all of the positive aspects of the Queen of Wands here. Okay. We do have the Hanged Man. So it's possible that it's someone who was feeling stuck and stagnant at one point. Maybe this person had gotten a different perspective on things and then decided that they needed to break away. Okay. We also have the Six of Wands. So I feel like, this person, whoever it is, I mean, it could be someone in the public eye, but it also could be someone that feels that they are, moving towards success, being in this independent energy. Okay. It's someone who, like I said about the Nine of Pentacles, it's someone who is happily single. Okay. They're in that independent energy, and they could be, moving toward opening a business, or maybe, this person owns a business. It could be someone that is moving up quickly through their job, or, within their career. Okay. It's someone who could be, just busy with side hustles in addition to their normal day-to-day job. Okay. But whatever they're doing, they're basically one pentacle away from that generational wealth of the 10 of Pentacles. Okay. So whoever this is, they feel very, very successful. They look successful. This person has a lot of drive. This person has a lot of ambition, is what I'm hearing. Okay. So on the bottom of the deck, we've got the Two of Pentacles. So I feel like, this person, whoever is in this independent energy, I do feel with the Two of Pentacles that this person has a lot on their plate, that this person, whoever it is, that, it could be you, it could be someone else, but this person, maintains a lot during their everyday life. They have a lot that they're balancing. Okay. A lot that they're juggling. It's just a lot of maybe multitasking. Okay. And, I can also say there is a possibility here, though, that maybe this person was juggled. Okay. So whether this is you, whether this is someone else, I do kind of feel like this is the collective, but we'll have to see what else comes out, whatever you resonate with, put yourself in, if this is your story. But it is possible that there is someone here that was juggling you. Okay. And that you walked away because you realized what was going on here. Okay. And with the Lovers, I do feel, especially if, this person, the first card out was the Lovers when asking about this independent energy. I feel with the Lovers here that there was a love connection here, and that you all chose yourself. Okay. The Lovers is about a choice, and it is, a lot of times it is about love, but it isn't always a choice necessarily between two different people, like as in two different partners besides yourself. It can be that you are choosing yourself and pouring into yourself as opposed to pouring into another person. And I feel like whoever this is in this independent energy, which I feel, like I said, is, most likely the collective here, and male or female doesn't matter, but you all have taken the reins. You chose yourself. You said, I am doing what I need to do for myself from now on. And that is just the attitude I feel. That's what I'm channeling right now. Okay. And you're making it happen for yourselves. All right. You've got this Queen of Wands energy here. Like I said, this is the positive aspect of the Queen of Wands, and you are embracing all of this success. Like I said, you could be in the public eye, but whether or not you are or not, you are on the road to success here. Okay. So Spirit wants you to know that if you have had any kind of, feeling or intuition, intuitive hits about that, Spirit is saying you are on the right track, because you are on the road to success here. Okay. Yeah, most definitely. Oh my gosh. Right under the Two of Pentacles is the Nine of Pentacles. So there you go. Absolutely. Yep. So that's exact. Thank you, Spirit. And I just got chills. Yep. That's exactly what I was talking about. So like I said, you or the person you're dealing with or have dealt with could be a Gemini. With the Magician, we also have Gemini Virgo energy. With the Hanged Man here is, I believe that's Pisces. And then we have fire energy. So a lot of, movement, action. We have passion here. Oh, and then earth energy as well with the Two of Pentacles. Okay. Yeah, so you all are in this awesome energy, this independent energy. And I feel like there's someone here, at least one person, possibly that person that you've been dealing with, but I'm feeling it might be others as well that are intimidated. Okay. They are intimidated by you. And I'm sorry, but that's it. That's a them problem. Not, that's definitely a them problem. Okay. You need to get over it, right? All right. So Spirit, tell us, who is this person that's in torment right now? Who is this person in torment? Who is this tormented person? What can you tell us about this person? All right, let's see. All right, so someone who potentially has a family, had a family, someone that could have either have or had financial abundance. Okay, they could have a home, a family, financial abundance here. Okay. All right. But now it looks like this person is single. So I do feel from what Spirit is saying here so I feel, okay, I'm getting the download. This is you all right, in this independent energy. Spirit is saying that this is the same person. Okay. This is the same person. This person is either in a family dynamic, okay, something to that effect, where maybe they do have a home, or had a home, I should say, because now they're single. This person is now single. So this person, they might be okay financially. They might be, in the Nine of Pentacles energy, just like you, but this person, I mean, it didn't come out in reverse, but this person, is either dealing with a family situation, they had a home and a family dynamic here. That might be why you all decided to move away from this person. But I do feel that this person is now single, that this person has, maybe potentially broken away from whatever this is. It is also possible that someone else has broken away from this person, and this person is now tormented with anxiety and depression because not only have they lost you, but they've lost someone else as well, and now this person is completely alone. Okay, this person could be an Aries or have Aries in their chart, but this person, with being in the Emperor energy, they could be a business owner. This person could be pretty high up in their career or their job. With the Emperor here, I mean, I am feeling that this person, is most likely controlling in some way. Okay, maybe this person, has such anxiety that they feel the only way to control the anxiety is to have control over things in their life, which, as we all know, you can just control things for so much, for so long, or to a certain extent, before, life gets in the way, the universe has its way, however you want to think about it. God has, his way. But yeah, I mean, this person, I feel, is, I don't want to say a control freak, but this person deals with their anxiety by wanting to be in control all the time. And I feel like this person has lost everything because of being in this energy. That's one of the reasons. Now, they might also be in their pride and ego as well. So that doesn't help things. Okay. So this person could be very, like I said, very prideful. All right. And I feel like, this person, they did have a decision to make. And I feel like this person just did not make the correct decision, is what I'm hearing. But also, if they failed to make a timely decision, I feel like you all might have helped make that decision for them, and that you moved away and took yourself out of the equation because this person could not decide. And it's almost like, especially if this person was deciding between you and something else, or you and someone else, it's almost like, you know what? If you're going to put me, in this decision, thing where, it's me versus something or someone else, obviously I don't mean that much to you. So if I'm not first and foremost, then I'm walking, because I mean more than that. To the people who I matter to, I mean more than that. And so I feel that a lot of you, might not resonate for all of you, but a lot of you, you took that power and you said goodbye, you know, and you made this decision for this person. And I feel like it really shocked this person, because I do feel like you were the choice that they wanted to make, but for whatever reason, they felt like they were being held back from making this choice. And everybody's story will be different, but I am hearing the story though, that for a lot of you out there, like I said, you said, I am not an option. I am the option, the only option. And if you even have to think about me being an option, then I'm taking myself out of the equation. And you left. Okay. So if that's your story, I don't know if this resonates with you. You can let me know in the comments below if you feel like it. But I am hearing that for a lot of people, though. Okay. What else do we need to know about this person that's tormented spirit? Oh, sorry, hon. No, I scared my cat. Sorry. All right. Bending my cards. Okay. So, you might have this person blocked even at this point. All right. This person, and the thing is so this person is blocked. They're blocked out of your life. They could be blocked out of this other person's life too, actually. And now, I do feel that in the past, this person could have been very defensive about certain things, their lifestyle, why they couldn't make a decision, like blaming their past traumas, or, childhood wounding or something like that. Well, so, I feel like this person could have been very defensive when you maybe asked about why they do what they do or say what they say, things like that. And, if that's the case, I mean, I feel like this person, they really need to get a grip here, and they need to understand that, everybody has something that they went through. Okay. Some people went through more things than others, right? But nobody's had a completely and utterly easy life. I'm pretty sure. I don't know anybody that has. So, I mean, maybe there are people out there like that, but I don't know anyone that has. So, everybody goes through things, and you cannot let that define who you are. You need to, learn how to, get past it. You need to learn how to grow and, mature. And I feel like this person almost refused to do that. So they're very defensive about things. Okay. This person, you might resonate with them being in the King of Pentacles energy as well. Okay. And male or female doesn't matter the gender, but, the King of Pentacles could be a parent. The King of Pentacles is usually a provider. Okay. Someone that provides stability and security, for their loved ones as well as themselves. Again, it could be someone high up in their career. But the King of Pentacles, sometimes, because they're so focused on that sense of being a provider, that they can get a little carried away and be, overly concerned with money, financial abundance, things like that. So they might work overtime. They might work multiple jobs just to, make extra money. You know what I mean? But yeah. So, we've got the Five of Pentacles here. This person is in lack right now. They feel less than. This person feels like nobody wants them. This person feels left out of everybody's life. Okay, I feel like not just you, not just whoever this other party was. I feel like multiple people have been leaving this person's life. And it's because of, the way they've treated people. And I also feel like it is, unfortunately, this person's karma. All right. We do have the Lovers that came out again. So this person had a choice. And the thing is, with the Lovers, it, it was a choice, in love. I mean, this was a choice for their heart to decide. And, I feel like they either chose incorrectly or they, failed to make a choice. So the choice was made for them. And then they were stuck with a choice that, they really, I guess, maybe didn't want to make. Or it wound up being that whatever you left them with was not the choice that they wanted, or it wasn't the choice that really wound up being the better choice, obviously. You all were the higher cup. You all were the choice, and they fumbled you. You had enough confidence and, inner strength to choose yourself and walk away from this person. And then it's almost like once you did that, this other person that they were dealing with, they wound up getting the inner strength, and it looks like they did the same. Okay. So this person really did have a choice. On the bottom of the deck, we've got the Sun. So I feel like, maybe at one point, this person did make you happy. I do feel like, you were the happy place, maybe the only happy place for this person. Okay. But with the Sun as well, I do feel like things were illuminated here. I feel like this person is finally understanding their role in all of this, and how, their mindset, or, whatever lifestyle they were living has finally, come to bite them in the butt. But yeah, I feel like, when you got illuminated by, with something, and, whether it was intuitively or you actually like saw or heard something, but there was something that caused you to move away. Okay. Maybe you just, realized some red flags, saw some red flags. But yeah, yep. So the Devil, yep. That this person has been in devil energy, no matter what it is. Could be addiction. It could be mindset. Like I said, lifestyle. It could be all sorts of things. But this person was in devil energy. I feel like you all knew it. You all moved away. And this person was supposed to learn lessons, and they were like in denial. This person like was not wanting to learn. And the universe said, well, you know what? We're going to take everybody away from you so that you can finally learn. Yeah, now this person is looking like they want to, maybe message you. Yeah, because they can't sleep. This person cannot sleep. So they are stressed out. They're in torment. They're tormented because it's almost like they're being forced to be single. And I feel like this might be a person who maybe does not like to be alone. And they were forced to be alone. And they're forced to lose anybody that's ever meant anything to them. And especially you all, which I feel like you all were the only bright spot to them. Okay. I think do we have all signs? I can't remember what we had earlier. We have earth, we have fire, we have air. I don't know if we have water. I don't know if we saw water earlier, but in addition, we've got Aries this time. Again, Gemini, Leo, Capricorn. So pretty, I hate to say strong Gemini here. Okay. So let's see what this person's next action here might be. I have a feeling that Page of Pentacles, this person wants to message you. But Spirit, what is this tormented person? What is their next action? What is their next action? Just in general, what is their next action? Just so we know. Let's see. Okay. All right. Yeah, this person wants to apologize to you. So they're planning on messaging you to apologize. you know, I feel like this person knows that you have your boundaries in place. Okay. Um, I, they might, they might take a while to get to you, just trying to figure out how to get, I don't want to say around your boundaries, but they're trying to figure out how to get to you because the boundaries are in place. But this person is feeling completely and utterly wounded right now, just because of all of the rejection that they've gone through. Okay. They're going to try to embrace this independent, happily single lifestyle. Um, you know, that they've been forced to be in. Okay. They want to work on things with you. Okay. Work together on this connection. This person is still in the Emperor energy. However, I'm feeling with this Emperor energy, I mean, you know, not to say that an emperor can't be tormented with anxiety and depression and, you know, feeling troubled and all that. But I do feel with this emperor showing up that it's more about that this person still is trying to be in control. Okay. To try to ease this anxiety that they have. I feel like this person is most likely still in their pride and ego. Okay. Even though they've had like a hit to the ego, I do feel that this person is still in their pride and ego. All right. And because of that, I feel like this person is going to keep their distance. Okay. So even though they want a message, even though this person wants to apologize because, you know, they do want to work things out with you. Okay. I do feel also that, you know, this person knows that you are wounded from them and you are happily single because of what they did to you. So, you know, with them being in this sense of pride and ego, you know, I feel like this person doesn't want to come across in this tormented energy, you know? So they're trying to, you know, suck it up, and, you know, they are actually trying to keep their distance here. Now with the Hermit, hopefully this person is going within and they're trying to figure out like what they have done to, you know, sabotage this. Okay. But I feel like right now this person is keeping their distance. And part of the reason is because of this sense of anxiety. Okay. So yeah, they're definitely in their head here. All right. So don't expect this person to come anytime soon, whoever this is. A lot of you don't even want them to come. So don't even, you know, not to worry. It doesn't appear that this person is coming your way anytime soon. But, you know, for whatever reason, Spirit wanted you to know that, you know, not only has this person lost you, but apparently they've lost this other party as well. Okay. So, all right. Well, additionally, let's see. Do we have any cups? No. Oh, Page of Cups. So, yeah, actually, we have all signs that are present right now. Okay. Again, we've got Aries, and again, we've got Virgo here. So, you know, fairly heavy Aries, Gemini, and Virgo in this reading. All right. Well, I hope that this reading helped and brought you some clarity and insight. And if you do feel like it resonated for your story, please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and until next time, take care and namaste.